The next set of exercises, grab your weights, your soup cans, or nothing is fine. Just remember your posture with everything. It's going to be a dumbbell overhand row. So you're going to bend your knees just a little bit, hinge at the waist, and bend forward just a little. And then pull the weights up to your chest, or your soup cans up to your chest, or just empty hands, make fists and pull up to your chest. You should feel your shoulder blades squeeze together in the back. Your tummy muscles should be nice and tight with your belly button pulled into your spine. And your low back's actually doing a lot of the work. So just keep that nice straight line down your low back. So about 15 there. And then we're going to go to an isolated dumbbell curl. So just one arm at a time, a bicep curl, up and then down, and then switch and do the other arm, 15 on each arm. If your soup cans or your weights aren't heavy enough, you can always go slower on the way down. So power it up and then slower on the way down. So 15 each arm. And then the next exercise, you're going to do some reverse crunches. So you're going to go back down to the mat or to the floor. This one, you raise your legs and hips up off the ground and then back down and stretch the legs all the way down to the floor. And then pull back up. Again, tummy muscles nice and tight the whole time. If you want a little extra, you can always bring the legs up and then reach them toward the ceiling. So roll up and then stretch toward the ceiling. Just don't roll so far that you're coming up on your neck. Now, the next set of exercises, we'll start with push-ups. You can go from your knees, you can do a regular push-up, whatever feels comfortable to you. Just make sure core is nice and tight the whole time, tummy muscles are tight. Keep your hips drop down, don't let yourself move into that pike position. So about 15 there. Then we'll move to goblet squats. So you're going to hold your weight or your soup can kind of like a goblet right at your chest. Feet apart, about a little wider than shoulder width apart. And then you're sitting like you're sitting in a chair. So sit back. Your rear end goes back like you're sitting in a chair and then come back up. So 15 there. And then the next exercise, V-ups. So you're going to go back to your mat. Tummy muscles are nice and tight. Belly button is pulled into your spine. You can bend your knees if you need to make it easier. But just all the way up like you're making a V. And then back down nice and slow. Control going down. That's where you get that good core work. Now, to throw in a minute of cardio, we'll do jumping jacks for a minute. If you have a weight and you want a little extra oomph, grab that weight and do a power jack. So just push it up overhead. And we'll go a minute there. The last set of exercises, we're going to start with squat thrusters. So you're going to grab your soup cans or your weights, bring them up to your shoulders, feet apart in that squat position, toes turned out just a little bit, not a ton, but just a little bit. Tummy muscles nice and tight, sit back in your chair, and then push the weights up over your head. And the momentum coming up from the squat helps you to push your weights up. It's a one continuous movement, not a squat and then a press. So one continuous movement. The next exercise, we're going to go back down to the floor. You're going to do a Russian twist. So a little more core work. You can grab your weight, your soup can, or nothing. Hands together in the middle. If you can, lift your feet up off the floor. If you can't, you can keep your feet down. Touch that weight to either side. And then the last exercise, finish with a little bit of a cardio burst. Let's do mountain climbers. So hands stay in front of you. You're kind of in that push-up position. Make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. And you're going to pull that knee up to your hands, alternating. If you want a little extra challenge, you can pull the knee to the opposite elbow. So that gives you a little extra core work. And obviously, the faster you go, the more work you get. There you go.
All right, bye guys. Hope that helps, and I'll see you on Tuesday.